They're deployed now at the bases waiting. But they're now sending out and training babyface, just got in the National Guard, going to be rotating over into Iraq and Afghanistan. They're going to come back, of course, with more checkpoint skills and be a little bit hardened. And you watch them in these videos from Kentucky and Tennessee and Arizona that have come in the last few days. And they are there looking at citizens in the eyes, looking at their bags. And we have other photos and videos of them searching people, stopping people in subways, demanding to look in women's purses, demanding to look in 5-year-olds' backpacks, training Americans, this is normal, and training the troops, it's normal. And they're all carrying 45s, Army-issued or Army-issued Beretta 9mm. They are locked and loaded. Even during regular riots, they don't normally arm the National Guard, locked and loaded. When they're on the border, for the 1,000 they sent down there for a show and everybody was demanding the border be secured. And by the way, it hasn't been. They built like 100 miles of the 2,000-mile fence, and illegal aliens were paid by Homeland Security to build it. I'm not kidding. That's on record. AP. They're not allowed to have bullets in their guns. They're not allowed to have live rounds. That's mainstream news. Just search that term. National Guard not allowed to be armed on border. They're allowed to carry their rifles but not have bullets. And when the Mexican troops shoot at them every week, they're told to run, and they do run. But they're allowed to have sound cannons, microwave guns, now being deployed by county police in Orange County and other areas around the country, Orange County, California. They are now deploying against the American people with live ammo, with hot .223 and hot .45 and hot 9mm. They're now deploying with LRAD sound cannons. They're now deploying with microwave guns. It's in the local news. They're rolling it out at the tea parties. The whole Homeland Security system is for the American people. Now, I've gotten a few emails from National Guardmen, and I've seen their comments on our stories going, hey, we're just told to help out the community. The police are overstretched. You just don't like the military. Let me explain something to you, fool. They shoot you up with genetically engineered cocktails and adjuvant vaccines that have killed a bunch of you deader than a hammer. They've done chemical and biological and radiological testing on you under Project Shad and other programs. Go look it up. And they've killed you to test higher up military doctors to make sure they'll follow orders. And that's all you're being tested for right now. Now, in the first deployments, they've been phasing these in over 20 years that we know of. Well, since 1988. So that's 20 years, 21 years. Hard to believe. But 10 years hot and heavy. The first time they put you out as directing traffic just to acclimate you that it's normal and to acclimate the citizens. The next time they have you search a few bags randomly. The next time they have you go out and start setting up checkpoints with police searching cars. Next they have you out taking blood at DWI checkpoints without warrants. You are being prepared to go to war against America and engage in high treason. Do not destroy your sacred honor. Do not destroy your family name. Do not be part of this, fools. Refuse these criminal, treasonous, illegal orders to deploy on the streets of America. I'm going to continue breaking this down with the history of it, how they operate, and I want to explain to people. They do this incrementally, so people like me sit here warning you, and they incrementally roll it out until you get acclimated. But I'm telling you, this is a more than, I'd say 50 or more, 50 times increase in the amount of deployment. It's all happening. They are going to a whole new level. It's like an enemy army lining up on your border. Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central, we're here defending what's left of this republic. This is America's last stand. Make no mistake, we're being completely economically and militarily dominated right now. You are all going to lose your standard of living by at least 50% in the next few years if we don't let the bankers know that we are repulsing their attack on us. We have got to indict these people. We've got to have state grand juries go after them. They're all a bunch of criminal Madoffs. Bernanke, Rubin, Greenspan, Paulson, all of these people are criminals. But because they've stolen so many trillions of dollars, everybody bows down to them like they're God. Now, they have set up Northcom under the pretext of 9/11, but Bill Clinton gave speeches about Northcom in 1993. They always planned this. And this is for the American people. I have interviewed Marine Corps officers who in 1988 were raiding gun shops with police in police uniforms. Since then, that's been declassified, but it wasn't declassified in 2002 when I put it in Road to Tyranny. 9/11 Road to Tyranny. Do you understand what is going on here? Do you understand they're passing laws for police to go in people's homes for gun confiscation nationwide and doing what they call knock and talk? Do you understand under the flu guys, they're passing laws across the country to come in your home for quarantines without a warrant? Do you understand across the nation, states are passing laws to take your blood at checkpoints without warrants? It's already happened in Texas. Do you understand that this is real? Do you understand on record they've trained with 13 Latin American nations to occupy the U.S. this year on record, and under NLEO 9 with troops from 14 European nations? Israel, France, Germany, the Netherlands, England, Scotland, Ukraine, Czech Republic. It is off the charts, but the average person is concerned about their stupid football team winning. Do you like being slaves? Do you want secret police on every corner? Do you want to be searched every day when you go in the shopping mall or grocery store? The FBI announced 3 years ago they want metal detectors everywhere. Body scanners. England already has mobile body scanner units. They're putting body scanners in the Houston airport and directing people through them. They put thumb scanners and face scanners in to get into SeaWorld and to get into Disney World. Total control. Thousands of public schools make you thumb scan to get your lunch, thumb scan biometrically to get into tanning salons, gyms, libraries. Total cashless grids going in. Google admits they're using the cameras and microphones on computers to watch and listen to you with AI computers recording every word you say, and then transcribing it for NSA echelon scanning. Infopol 9. Everything I'm saying's got the NSA meters going off the charts right now. All of these key code words. Check them out. Red level. These people mean business. BBC, AP, Reuters admitting, oh my goodness, the plastics we've all been drinking from decades are sterilizing everyone. When I have the government documents that they standardized and had companies go with that type in 1964. They're poisoning us. They're poisoning the cops and the military that are carrying this out. I'm going to open the phones up, and I'm only taking calls because we can't have the phones getting filled up with other people because I want you to be able to get through. By active duty, National Guard, military, Army, Marine Corps, officers, former military, about the checkpoints, the military checkpoints you're seeing. I have listeners emailing me scores of articles per hour so fast I can't even read them. We're being sent so many videos of Army, Marine Corps, and National Guard checkpoints across the nation that I can't even read it. It's shooting out of the printer. Jaron, during the break, printed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 articles out of Pittsburgh alone of 2,500 troops. National Guard, regular Army, searching people, setting up checkpoints in Pittsburgh right now for the G20. They are doing this everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. This is full acclamation, so when they really drop the hammer on you and on us, the public and the locals will go along with it. Remember Thomas Sanchez in 1999? Delta Force, quietly with the police department, not even telling the city council, leased the old police department building. The day after the police moved out, they went in, blew it up, and burned it down as a psych warfare test. And Thomas Sanchez came on this show. And of all places, he went on the 700 Club as well. And said, I was in Army intelligence, and they came to me and said, we want you to be part of a PDD 25 martial law scenario. This is an acclimation test. They had Army psych warfare chiefs on the ground videotaping the neighborhood where they launched the attack. That's just one of thousands of ops. God help us. Look at this. MAAC organizes Pittsburgh security for G20 National Guard on the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be right back with all of this and a lot more. Dr. Stan Monteith coming up today. Let's try to get Stuart Rhodes to pop in for 10 minutes about this from Oath Keepers. They've been demonized by the Southern Poverty Law Center as terrorists for saying they'll follow their oath.
All his strength he gave a mighty shove, then a miner yelled out, there's a light up above, and 20 men scrambled from a would-be grave. Now there's only one left down there to save, Big John. With Jackson Timbers, they started.
Ladies and gentlemen,
came that rumble way down on the ground, and the smoke and gas bells.
Words cannot describe how serious our peril is, how real and tangible this criminal takeover is. Do you know how Hitler was able to take over France? They always talk about how he did a blitzkrieg around the Maginot Line and how he defeated the French in just a couple of weeks, and the British evacuated it, Dunkirk, and then Hitler allowed them to leave. Hitler had made deals with the high command of the French military. That's why they're called the Vichy French, out of the town of Vichy. They made a deal to stand down, and so over 80% of the French military stood down. And that's how the corporate takeover happened. And the Nazis then gave control to the Nazi sympathizers, the Vichy,